Yes. What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Veterans Minimum. Came in a little hot over here. I am fired up. I would even say that I'm a little horny right now.
The ambiance is a horny ambiance in this room right now.
First of all, I don't even know what ambiance means, but I am down. My guy
Me neither.
Dylan is in the building. Dylan Alabrandi. Hold on. What was it? Easy Money Handsome.
So should I just go right into it?
Yeah, let's get into it,
So
man.
we know Kevin Durant is a Net. Me being the Nets fan that I am. His IG handle, you tag, what is it?
Yeah.
That's what you call
That's
it,
his
right?
handle, yeah.
His handle
welcome
is
to 2020.
Well, Easy Money Sniper. Therefore, I must be Easy Money Handsome.
There we go. Listen, let's get right into it. You got another gift over there for me.
So
because only reason why is you went like that just now, and I was like, oh my god, it's gonna snap.
I'm gonna
over
drop it
the
on the
table.
floor.
Oh, we heard him.
So a buddy of mine, Nick Zav, was actually on this, and he mentioned my name. I'm mentioning his name. He brought you a gift.
Mm-hmm.
Classy man.
Tremendous.
It was a bottle of JMO.
Mm-hmm.
Classy gift.
Yes, sir.
But see, me, I'm not classy. I'm more of a character guy. So you know what I had to bring? The proper fucking 12.
Proper 12. Let's go. Thank you, man.
So that's what we're going to do.
I've never had this before,
Same here.
and I'm excited.
It's going to be fun.
Both of us being Conor guys, right?
God bless him. God bless. What would we do without Conor?
What would the UFC do without Conor?
It would not be what it is now.
Hell no, man.
Nope.
Hell no. Do the honors. Crack this open.
This is your plate.
Oh, yeah.
It's for you.
Thank you. I'm turning into an alcoholic. I'm drinking like 6 days a week.
Stop having new people on the pod.
Yeah, everyone's showing up ever since Zav pulled up. Dom came through. He brought some wine as well. But dude, I wanna kind of ask you that. I poured a lot more than I expected.
It's all right.
But
So
dude,
we got a match.
I want to talk about Conor. Conor is fighting next month at the time that we're recording. Thank you, brother.
Cheers,
Much
mate.
love, man. I appreciate you. Sippy sip.
Wow, it's not that bad. It's not bad.
It's tremendous, actually.
It's good.
Yo,
It's good.
Conor versus Dustin, the rematch.
The rematch.
I kind of like both of them.
I love
A lot.
Love both of them.
I hate that the UFC's gotten so poppin' now that ever since they made that move with WME, right? That's what they were called?
Yeah. The
It seems like it's more we got to give people the money fights than ever before.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it's more of a entertainment than it was previously, where it was just you're ranked, you fight, one fights champion, two, you had to earn. Now, it's more of, like you said, it's on ESPN, it's a spectacle. Like, yeah, it's money. It's money now.
Yeah, because, dude, there's been a couple of fights over the last couple of years that I'm just like, fuck, man, I don't know who I want to win, and I don't care who wins because I like both guys. Like,
Those are the best kind of fights.
They are. Like, my favorite fighter, I think, in the UFC is Whitaker.
Really?
Yeah, I like Whitaker, man. I know, he's like kind of like... You know how I think of Robert Whitaker?
Well, let's hear this one.
B+. Like, across... Everything is B+.
Respectable across the whole board.
Yeah, like, like Khabib is A+ in wrestling, right? But his striking is like B-.
Yeah.
Right? His cardio is an A. Like some people, it flips like... Roller, I don't like fighters like that. I like, because my favorite fighter of all time is GSP. Did you know that?
That's good.
I think I told you
yeah.
that before. Who's your favorite?
Even in like years ago, I remember your GSP was your guy.
Yo, first time I ever got exposed to the UFC, besides our guy Ken Shamrock, you know what I'm saying? World's most dangerous.
That should be our favorite fighter.
That
Come
should
on.
be, yeah, word. Someone's an Intercontinental
Come
champion.
on.
Was Whitaker an IC champion?
Hell no.
Hell no, baby. But first time I got really exposed to the UFC, I'm in spring break in Cancun, 2010. And my buddy George was like a big-ass UFC fan. Mm-hmm. And Saturday night was last night we were there. He's like, yo, fellas, whatever we do before we go out, he's like, I got to watch this pay-per-view. Mm-hmm. And we're all like 19, 20 years old. We're like, we're not fucking watching a sporting event. We're trying to fucking rage, bro.
Yeah.
We're in Cancun. And I was like, fuck it, man, I'll go with you. I had gotten, oh my God.
Obliterated?
Not even that. Dude, you know how like they were telling you not to drink the water when you would go down there?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't drink any water, but you're fucking drinking drinks that have ice in them.
It's the water. Yeah,
and you're drinking the water. So
there's no escaping that kind of, right?
You're going to get fucked left and right. It's
Someone's
crazy.
fucking you.
So I ended up like legitimately. You can ask the Petrops, you can ask John N. I clogged both the toilets. I swear to God, it got so bad that I had to. They didn't let me shit in the rooms. I had to go shit in the lobby.
That's horrible.
I swear to God, bro.
That's
Next time
bad.
you see him, tell him. So I was like, "Yo, George, I'm down to come with you, man, because like I'm just gonna drink." Because we were drinking like tequila, and we went snorkeling, and they were pouring tequila through the snorkel.
Stop.
And
that's cool.
look, it's dope. But looking at it now, you're
smart.
like, if you get fucked up and you're underwater, that's a terrible decision.
Imagine just drowning.
Yo, so I go to George. I'm like, dude, I'll tag along with you, man. Like, you really want to go watch it? You've been hyping this up. I'm down. I was like, who's fighting? And he's telling me about GSP.
Did you know who that was already?
Nah, I didn't know at all, bro. But he was the headliner against Dan Hardy. Dan Hardy now does the commentary. Dan Hardy used to have like the red mohawk.
Yeah.
And if you remember that fight, or if you ever seen this fight, Greg Hardy got like armbarred.
Dan Hardy.
What did I say? Greg Hardy?
Yeah.
Football? Another UFC fighter now.
Yeah.
Jeff Hardy, though, the realest
The
Hardy.
realest Hardy, yeah.
So Dan Hardy gets armbarred, and his arm is like bending, but in the reverse way. Like the elbow, like over here, it's like straight, right? It's bending the way it would be this way. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And like and the announcer's like, "Oh, how's he not tapping?" And then he like reverses him and shit. Anyway, GSP ends up winning, but I got captivated by GSP because he came out in like the gi, like the whole like the mixed martial arts shit, and he's always been like a really proper guy. So GSP from that day on, I'm like, damn, son. And then I started watching UFC like every pay-per-view from then on. I would watch, but I wouldn't watch like fight nights and shit. And then Jared, our friend Jared, makes the UFC, and then from there I'm like, yo, I'm gonna watch all these shits.
I feel like you were watching it a little bit before then, though.
Yeah, but I was watching like now. I don't miss a fight, dude.
I know, yeah.
Like at all. I'm watching from like 4 o'clock on until the whole card through. But I would say that in the beginning, and correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like us two were one of the first ones to watch UFC, right?
Yeah, Brock Lesnar kind of was who got me into it. But I wouldn't watch all the time. I didn't really know who like every
Keep
fighter.
talking. I'm just gonna grab it.
I didn't know who every fighter was. It was Brock Lesnar, and while watching, I started to like Uriah Faber. He was, I think, WEC at the time.
Yeah,
he wasn't in
it
UFC.
didn't merge yet, right?
Yeah, and he was actually one of my favorite fighters. And if I remember, I think Jose Aldo beat him. They were in WEC. I think he beat him. I could be wrong though, but it crushed me. And since then, I kind of started following.
So GSP for me is
It was around the same time.
Yeah, roughly.
Brock and GSP.
Yeah. So GSP, going back to like
I met GSP.
Did you really?
I didn't tell you this?
Nah, what the fuck?
He stayed at the hotel.
Damn.
Me and Ty, actually.
That's
we
fire.
met. Yeah, we spoke to him. He speaks French, GSP.
Yeah.
And I have a coworker who also speaks French. And he didn't know who he was. So I was telling him, I was like, hey, you see that guy? He's
Don't
like,
step to him.
I'm like, he's the GOAT UFC fighter. Like, I'm mad excited right now. So we were looking up, and we were doing research about him, and we saw he spoke French. So he says, I'm going to say something to him in French. And what he ended up saying in French was, he pointed at me. When GSP walked by, he pointed at me, and he goes, you see that guy over there? He wants to fight you. He said that in French. So GSP looks over to me, and he starts to chuckle, and he responds in French to him. And he walked out, and when he walked out, I said, bro, what did he say? He said, I'm a lover. I don't fight. That's what he said.
Damn.
Meanwhile, he could have destroyed the whole building.
With one arm behind his fist, for sure, yeah. But, dude, I think he's, because, like, Khabib retires, and everyone wants the super fight of him and GSP.
I don't like that fight, by the way.
Why?
I feel like GSP's too old to have that fight now.
It's weird, right? Because he retired for 4 years, came back for a one-off against Bisping.
Was that 2017?
Yeah, 2017 at the Garden. That was at the Garden card.
And he wasn't young then, right?
Nah, he was like 38. He has to be
38 then?
I think so, man.
It's like he's 38 now.
You want to check that? Because I have my phone.
Where's Jamie?
Yeah, I need Dom, actually. My guy Dom, editor Dom.
Dom, yeah.
That's who we're fucking grooming.
I'm going to check this real quick.
Yeah, I want to say he's 40?
39.
39.
Yep.
So, yeah, by the time they schedule the fight, he'll be 40.
Yeah.
So, it always becomes an interesting dynamic, right? Is it the time off? Because he's 40, but he's not 40 like Daniel Cormier, who was fighting through his 40s.
He's a well-rested 40.
Like he's chilling, like he's in shape. If you follow him on Instagram and shit, dude's doing like ridiculous workouts. He looks shredded. He has my dream body.
GSP?
Him and Randy Orton.
Really, Randy Orton?
Yeah, Randy Orton.
I definitely GSP.
Yeah.
Randy's got the cool tattoos.
He does.
The coolest tattoos.
The tats, yeah. And I'm not even a tattoo guy like that. Like I think it's a little. I should put his. I'm like, yo, his shit is popping. Mm-hmm. But it's interesting because I think GSP stylistically it'd be like a dope ass fight, and the reason why I bring that up is because everyone's having the GOAT discussion. So for me, it's GSP is my GOAT, and the reason why is, am I a little biased? Possibly. I think that's fair, but also like all his losses, he avenged.
Yeah.
And I think that's like really popping.
You see, I agree. He could be a GOAT. I would never say you're wrong for saying he's a GOAT. He's a GOAT. But when it comes to fighting, I look more out of it like have you lost, which isn't always right to do. But John Jones, asshole, never lost. Khabib, never lost. Khabib lost a round, right? Just
one.
I
think he lost one round to Conor, and that's it.
Don't like that's Khabib might be the GOAT. I feel like he might be the GOAT, and I feel like once he beats GSP, then he's the GOAT.
So you think they're gonna come back to do that fight?
I feel like if there's enough money in anything, it'll happen. And he wants to fight it. Khabib wants to fight again. He said it. GSP and that's it. I feel like it'll happen. It's on GSP, but just bro, you know how much money they'll throw at them?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Go fight in Abu Dhabi somewhere. And
oh, for sure, dude. They had a lot of people were questioning why his last card against Gaethje, his fight was on what, like 5:45?
Yeah.
The sun was up when we were watching it.
We were watching it in the
backyard. So, and everyone's like, yo, why you so? It's like, dude, they're catering to the whole fucking country of Russia and the Middle East because he's a mega star.
Yeah.
So I think him and Conor have like the most Instagram followers or like social media followers in the UFC. So I think because Khabib always talks about the plan, right? My father's plan. And his dad's plan was actually 30-0.
30-0.
And the 30 being GSP because his father used to say that's the guy.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. I kind of agree with you. I think he wants nothing to do with Conor. Not even the fear of losing. I think it's like, yo, he
don't want to give Conor any life
at all.
It's that much hatred.
He's like, yo, I'm not giving you the time of day. I don't even want to mention your name in discussion. Fuck your whiskey. Like,
yeah, everything.
Pretty popping. I'm enjoying this.
It is good.
But he don't want, and he's like, you know, it was funny. I don't know if you caught this, but when he was doing his retirement speech in the Octagon, he's like, what'd I do? I choke out Dustin. I choke out Conor. He's like, there's nothing left for me. I choke out Gaethje. And it's true. He got 3 straight finishes to end his career.
He said whoever beat Poirier would be his next defense if he were to fight. But now it's Conor. I don't think he said that there's no need to fight him. But I don't know if you saw recently, he said if his mom gives him the blessing of going 30-0, then he'll fight. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh, no, I didn't see that.
He said if his mom said to fight, he would. So I guess now, you know, his dad's gone. He's going to honor his mom.
Yeah. And he does.
He's a very honorable guy.
Yeah. You know, my buddy Mike, who, Lazy the Savage, I've had him on the pod too. And he's like well connected with all the dudes at AKA. And he's like, yo, Khabib is like, there's juice, there's sauce that you put me on to.
Forever, yeah.
He got like, there's a next level to
it.
Like when he speaks, no matter, even at the time when like Cain Velasquez was a champion and Luke Rockhold was a champion, it's like, nah, man, there's something about Khabib where he just like carries a different aura. He also has like the massive cult like following too. So you're with Khabib being the greatest of all time?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm gonna make you pick. You gotta pick one. There can't be.
I'm gonna go Khabib. Think about it. Guys know what he's gonna do and still can't stop it.
Yeah.
It's really That's
strange.
A
hell of a fucking point.
It is. You know what he's gonna do and you still can't stop it. And it's all different kinds of fighters, wrestlers, grapplers. They can't stop it. We thought, oh, Gaethje, because he could stand up and wrestle. Oh, Gaethje has a great wrestling game. Oh, he might be able to. Bro, we saw what happened, right?
Yeah.
It was like child's play.
Yeah, it was, yeah. There's levels, man.
It's there's really levels.
Yo, you know you're kind of an asshole to our friend group when it comes to UFC sometimes. Just because like we try to
I'm not.
No. I mean that with like all due respect, right? Like we'll hype up. Oh, what was the fight that you were like angry?
Yeah, it was bad. It was Cormier versus somebody.
Derek Lewis.
Bro.
And all the guys are like, yo, man, this could be a dope main event. Like, Derek Lewis got to punch his chance. And you were like texting me on the side, and you're like,
this is horrible.
I hate these conversations. He's like, there's no chance.
Zero. And I was the bad guy until the fight ended, and they were like, yo, good. But you know what it is? Like, the UFC, it's like they book their own fights. There's no commission. It's the UFC. They run the whole show. So they have this guy fighting this guy. They're gonna hype up both guys. They're gonna make it seem like something. But if you watch, you should know. You know, this guy had no chance. So you just can't fall to the hype. I feel like most of the time I'm right though.
Yeah, no.
A good amount of time I'm right.
Yeah, dude. You mentioned something about falling into the hype. You know what I've been doing lately? Because I got like a lot more free time because I'm like stashing a lot of episodes and. You know, I don't have cable because I only watch like YouTube and like Netflix and shit.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I have all the sports apps that I need. Like, I can't tell you the last time I watched like network television. It's just not my thing. Mm-hmm. So, I started watching old main events back.
You want to laugh? I didn't tell you this. I saw your tweet about Valentina and
Nunez.
And because of you, I went back to watch it.
And
Valentina won that fight.
She did.
And you mentioned it to me before. They're like, and I was like, nah, they wouldn't do that. They already lost twice. She won that fight.
Yeah, and
so you changed my perspective on that.
And if you go and you watch that post fight, first of all, I love her.
You do love
Valentina. She can she's a beast. I love watching her fight. I'm like weirdly attracted to a girl that could fuck me up. So I just love it. But she's like dope too, man. And to think about it, right? Like consensus in women's MMA GOAT is Amanda Nunez, right? Like she's 2 division champion. Yeah. She's beaten everybody, every household name, every big name. She's like demolished. And I felt like, I'm like, yo, son, a lot of times when an event is happening, same thing with Conor and Nate too.
Yeah.
Went back and watched that, bro. I went back and I watched Whitaker Romero, and I'm like, man, I feel a little bit different about the results. And I feel like when you step back after like a couple of months and some of those fights, years, you're saying to yourself, if you remove the hype, you look at it a little bit different. Because it's like, yo, we're fans, right? At the end of the day, fan is short for fanatic. We're lunatics. We're like, yo, Conor got him. You're like, Conor beat him. No contest, bro. It's right.
You had to see me during that Conor Nate 2 fight. You would have thought I was in the fight. I was in shambles, screaming, "Come on, Conor, come on!" You got to see me, bro. It was bad.
Do you remember when he beat Aldo and we were at the beer garden?
Listen, when
the Irish guy picked me up and kissed me,
bro. The Irish,
everybody bet him. Remember we bet him? Me, you, and Espo bet him.
No, it wasn't me.
Oh, it wasn't you?
No. The only time we bet was Joe Harris in the 3.
Yes,
that was my doing, right? That was my doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, there were people swinging from. They have these little like light poles.
Yeah.
In the beer garden, there were people swinging from the light pole.
Hold on. There's mad Brazilians there.
Yeah, for Jose Aldo. Yeah.
We're in Brian Owl's country.
Mostly Brazilian.
We're both owls. You know what I'm saying? Before Drake.
Thick and through, bro.
You turn that.
Or is it thin and? Did I say it right? Thin and through?
Whatever. That works. Man. That works.
Whatever it is.
That's not gonna be that's only the beginning of things. We're gonna fuck up on this one. But yo, we're at this place called Studio Square. It's a big ass beer garden. One of my favorite places to like go watch sporting events. They got this big ass TV, and CM Punk fought that night too.
Did he really? No.
Yeah, CM Punk fought that night, bro.
No, that wasn't his first fight, was it?
Wasn't that Overeem and Stipe as well?
Well, Conor and Aldo was the main.
Yeah. I'm almost positive. Fuck, this is where I need my phone. I need to have fucking Dom in here. But
what was it? UFC 2
194?
Should I look it up?
Yeah, look that up. Look up the card for Aldo and Conor. Because, anyway, going back to that, right?
It's one something.
I think it was 194 or 193. But we're at the beer garden, and there's a story is a very diverse...
UFC 194, you're right, wow.
It's a very diverse, like, city and like, region. Probably one of the most diverse places in the world, honestly. And there's like mad Brazilians over there, and they got the flags.
Luke Rockhold, Chris Weidman was the co-main.
Oh, is Punk on the card?
No, I remember. No, Damian Maia, Max Holloway versus Jeremy Stevens was the first fight of the. Wow.
Yo, isn't it crazy sometimes when you go back and you look at like where Max was fighting on a card,
Yeah.
and then like where he ended up becoming and
He
shit.
became an animal, yeah.
But anyway, there's mad Brazilians over there. They got the flags. There's mad Irish people there too. And then I mean, look, everyone knows how that ended. It ended in 14 seconds. They're throwing beers. The Brazilians are like sick to their
They're
stomach.
two very like patriotic.
Yeah.
cultures.
For sure, dude. Like probably in the top 10 as far as like all the Latin American countries for the most part are like super patriotic, especially when you go watch soccer events and shit. But yo, they're going crazy. And this one Irish dude is like just chugged a fucking entire pitcher. He's losing his
They have those
mind.
big glass
They're doing
ones
like
there.
the ole ole. And I just go and high five him and I go, yo, I just won money on Conor. Bro, he picked me up. First of all, I felt like a child because he was the size of Ferg. He's like 6'3".
There was nothing you could do. He picked you up.
He's hammered too. I'm like, I'm not going to even fight this. And then he just kisses me on the cheek. I'm like, oh my God, I got to get out of this
Even worse.
situation. Like, this is horrible. But if you go back to some of these fights, man, you just remove the hype. I feel like you look at things a little bit different.
Definitely you do. The Conor one is a major one. The only thing I think that got him that win was the 2 knockdowns. I think that was the only thing that, I mean, you could discuss, it's Conor, they want him to win. But the fight-wise, I feel like the 2 knockdowns. Because later in the round, Nate came alive. And at the end, he took him down, remember?
Yeah.
The bell rung and he was on top of him, about to swing. So I agree with you on that. And Valentine, I feel like she won as well. After watching it,